It's obvious the people you are with don't care about you,
Yes, ma'am.
because if they did, they wouldn't have involved you in this.
Right from the start, this courtroom feels tense, quiet, procedural, but you can feel something brewing beneath the surface. Judges don't just open cases like this unless something serious is on the line to calm before the storm, folks. And this judge, she's about to make the room very uncomfortable.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning,
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002636 State versus Aaron Nathaniel Guillory. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
And Eric DeWalt, and I represent Mr. Gallery.
And are you Aaron Guillory?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I did, evidenced by my signature.
The prosecution just dropped a charge enhancement, and that's not small. It means they're locking in what they can prove, not what they suspect a tactical move, this tells me. They want a clean conviction, not a messy trial. Classic courtroom strategy, precision over pride.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. There are no applications.
Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we are waiving count 3. And then regarding counts 1 and 2, we would like to proceed on the lesser included offense of robbery, waiving the ag enhancement.
Oh, just 1 second. So count 1 will be robbery. Just 1 moment. All right, let's do this way. So count 1.
Proceed on the lesser included offense of robbery.
And count 2.
Proceed on the lesser included offense of robbery.
Count 3.
Waive count 3, Your Honor.
Any objection?
None, Your Honor.
Count 4.
Proceed as is, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand in counts 1, 2?
Notice how he keeps saying no contest. That's lawyer language for I'm not admitting guilt, but I'm not fighting it either. It's like saying do what you have to do, judge. It protects him from civil fallout later, but it still gets him sentenced. Smart but risky.
You're charged with robbery. In counts 4, you're charged with unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction. Those offenses range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have pleas with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each one of these in each one of these counts?
Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on counts 1, 2, and 4. They're asking that your punishment be assessed in each count at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
It was, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes,
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to count one of the lesser included offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
To count two to the lesser included offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
To unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State office states one in attachments.
Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to go over that in its entirety. No objections to the admittance.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, and you believe your client is competent?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, how far did you go in school?
I'm great.
Why did you drop out of school?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I didn't drop out. They said I wasn't available to go to any SAISD school.
Now the judge is shifting gears. She's not just reading charges. She's reading his life, asking about school, his parents, his choices. This isn't interrogation. It's insight. She's trying to figure out if this kid is lost or if he ever had a real chance in the first place.
Why did they say you weren't unavailable?
From getting in trouble a lot at school.
Doing what? What do you mean by getting in trouble?
Just misbehaving.
What do you mean by misbehaving?
Not doing what I'm supposed to do in class. Misbehaving.
So where are your parents?
They're in the courtroom.
In the courtroom.
Mother's in the courtroom and grandfather's in the courtroom.
All right. So why do you keep doing these things?
It's just not a mistake at all. It's I know what I'm doing. Just not doing the right thing. I want to fit in, and that's not the right thing to do.
Well, let me just ask you this, because it's obvious the people you are with don't care about you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if they did, they wouldn't have involved you in this.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you even know why this person felt that the complainant owed him his motorbike?
I don't, not at all.
So, I mean, if you don't start making better decisions, you'll end up in prison for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you want to do?
No, ma'am.
So why don't you just be around people who care for you?
That's what I'm doing. If I get a chance to go back home, work and stay around my family and do what I gotta do to be successful in life.
All right. You want to call his mom up? Because I want to see what's going
When
on.
his adoptive mother reveals he was born addicted to drugs, everything changes. This is no longer a robbery case. It's a tragedy in motion, a life that started in withdrawal now, withdrawing from hope. The judge's tone softens, because this is pain you can't punish out of someone.
Now with him.
You're back in.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Good, good. I'm doing all right.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Can you lower your hand? If you'll state your name for the record.
Barbara Bates Hillary.
All right. So can you tell me what is his issue Why didn't he finish school?
Well, first of all, I adopted him. That's my great nephew. I adopted him. He was a drug baby. His mom was on cocaine and all. After I adopted him and stuff, and he finally came up out of having convulsions, all of that. And then he went to school. Being with the wrong crowd to me. Because as far as upbringing, he was raised right. So
So you're saying that he was a drug baby. Are you saying that his mom used drugs
Mhm.
while she was carrying him?
mhm.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then was he born addicted to drugs?
Yes. So I went through a lot with that. Because he was screaming and
Having withdrawals from the drugs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so were you the person who was called to take him home from the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
And then he went through the foster care system with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And his mother, you adopted him,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're his great.
I'm his great aunt. I'm his mother's aunt.
The judge hands down 3 years, but her real sentence is wisdom, she tells him. Call your aunt before you act. That's not legal advice. That's life advice in that moment. She stops being just a judge and becomes the voice he probably needed years ago.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And where's the grandmother, his grandmother? Do you know?
He's dead.
Okay.
He's dead.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for telling me some things about him.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Back on the record. And so the state has amended their offer to a cap of 6 years in the prison. Is that correct, counsel?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. So what I can tell both parties is I have worked on the CPS side before, and children who are born addicted to drugs. And this is why I tell parents, when you're using drugs and you're carrying a child, it's just like that child is using drugs. And when children are born addicted to meth, addicted to heroin, and all of that, they have withdrawals. And the only difference between their withdrawals and an adult's withdrawals, they don't know why they're in pain. And those babies, and everybody should get a chance to go to the hospital and volunteer, because those babies just scream incessantly and they're in pain, and there's no amount of rocking that you can do to stop them from screaming, because they're born addicted to drugs, they're having withdrawals, and then they want drugs, but they don't know what they want. And giving them milk, rocking them, doing the skin to skin contact does not soothe them because they want drugs. So, with regard to your client, I now understand why there were issues with him and why he was not allowed to return to school at 9th grade, because he was born addicted to drugs, and nobody knows. They have sort of an idea of what the drugs will do to your brain, but not really. So nobody knows what that will do to your brain. So the state has agreed to do a cap of 6 years. And what I can tell you from reading the police report, it appears that the co-defendant is saying that someone owes him money or owes him something. And instead of calling the police, this co-defendant goes out to take that person's motorcycle, which that person didn't end up with the motorcycle. And he brings your client along to get this motorcycle.
You read it correctly, the way I saw it.
So do you want to argue with regards to the cap of 6?
I would, Your Honor. May I?
Yes.
May it please the court. In speaking with my client and speaking with his grandfather and his mother, I know that in the fact pattern, Mr. Guillory was a follower, a hanger-on, and he was with other individuals and found himself in a situation as either an accomplice or really not what's going on. He understands the severity of his actions, but we were wondering if he would possibly do a downward departure from the 6 years I know Mr. Guillory is been a cooperative individual with me. He's been able to go over the fact pattern with me and go over all the stipulations. So at this time, we'd ask if the court would have a downward departure in any way, it would greatly be appreciated.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty to count 1, counts 2, and counts 4. And each count, the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. The counts will run concurrently. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Yeah. There is to be no contact with Samuel Farias or Farias, Farias. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So let me explain something to you. Any action that you're getting ready to take that somebody wants you to participate in, before you participate in it, call your great aunt who adopted you and tell her, this is what they're saying. Do you think I should go along with this? Because people will involve people in things, because sometimes the world is not a nice place. People don't care about your upbringing or what has happened to you. They will involve you in whatever they're trying to do. We can go off the record. I've had cases before as a defense attorney and as a prosecutor. You know what ends up happening? They used to call them saps, right? We'll let you go in and get the money. We'll let you go in and do this. And then they just sit and wait for you to come out. And if you get arrested, oh, well, they leave you. And then you're stuck with all the charges. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you had better recognize who loves you, who's there for you. And if you have a question on whether what, well, not even if you have a question, any decisions you make, call your great aunt. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, may we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you for all your consideration.